Round 3. Fight!
Hey everyone, we're back.
We're back, everybody.
And I have been thinking, so we just took a break, and just before the break we were talking about the bass position. And I realized there was an acoustic guitar here, and I'm gonna make a little demonstration on why I think this bass cannot be positioned like this. Like, look from the top here, it looks like the band, it looks like a jazz trio, it looks amazing like this. Everything makes sense, but I think the neck of the bass would collide with this programming wheel eventually. This air that we have now is just because I've been CADing very... I don't think these dimensions goes together, but most of all, I want to show if the bass is going to be marble played. I think we have to put it in another direction. Let me just show you edit. Let's do this again. So basically right now, I think we have two alternatives. Either like this or like this. Like this, my hand needs to stretch out much further. And like this, it's much closer to me. I'm gonna show you here on the acoustic guitar why. So if you think of the marbles, so we have here, we have 4 wooden marbles. If they have to hit the cello, the bass like this, we have the same problems that we had on the original machine with the separation with the strings. So if we make a custom instrument where the strings are very separated, we can maybe separate the hit points a lot, like this or something, then it would work. But if we want to use a normal instrument, which I would prefer in many ways, it's better to play with as well. Just hitting them like this doesn't work. But what happens when we put it 90 degrees like this is that we can spread out the hit points like this. See what I mean? So basically, we are free now because I'm only gonna hit with, on the Marble Machine X, we hit every string with 2 marbles and we're only gonna hit with 1 marble. This is a trade-off I made to make this machine mechanically much, much more simple. We only need 4 hit points, and it really doesn't matter if it's like that or if it's like this way, like the instrument. You see what I mean, Hannes? 3000?
Yeah. It's crystal clear.
So maybe it can be determined on the playing for, because if I need to play from here in this position, this is kind of, this is like everything is upside down here. This is not normal. This is easier. This is like more natural for the hand, but then also the marbles would hit me. So the marbles have to kind of escape me somehow. Here I would like, or maybe just jump. Maybe that won't be a problem. Maybe they could go like hit here and just go like this, and my arm is never in the way. Whereas if we put it the other way around on the CAD, I have nothing to do with the marbles. The marbles are just over here, and the marbles don't care about my arm at all. So, yeah, which one do you prefer?
Oh, wow. So many hard questions. Oh, yeah. Nice little music from Martin here. That's everything you're gonna get, folks. Let's get back to work.
So, like the practical... The other thing looks better right now in CAD, but that we're not going for looks. We're going for form from function. We're going for functionality.
Yeah.
So
on that note, there's something when we did the first stream, you talked about how the frame was built first and then you place all the instruments. Aren't we now in that territory as well? Now we're struggling with the instrument should come first and then find a way to solve the frame and everything, right?
Absolutely, but I can route this frame in another way. So, but good point. Let's remove these two for now, so we're not feeling like obstructed by them.
Yeah.
This one. Now let's leave that there for now. So, if we take this bass, which is in the form of a cello right now, let's start to look at this position. What happened here? Oh. This is not good. Some component positions. Okay, maybe this is okay.
While you're at it, I saw some comments directly in the chat that people wondering, will these live streams in any way be summarized somewhere? And that's one of the goals we have, is that on the main Wintergatan YouTube channel, we will do a summarizing, a shorter live stream where we go through everything we've done in the past week.
Those are going to be like 10 minutes straight to the point. We queue up the highlights from the week, and it's just going to be like really, really straight to the point. This has happened, this has happened, this has happened. Yep. Have a nice week. See you next week. So this is the position where, actually I can put it further out. This is the position where the arm is never in the way for the marbles. And it's also the position where, per my demonstration, we can separate the hit points for 4 marbles in whatever distance we want, basically, if we want the bass to be marble played. The other thing would be to just use like a custom built, like super broad electric bass with just 4 strings that just doesn't look like an electric bass at all. It's not as beautiful, this, but it's like utilitarian.
Function.
Yeah, it's form from function. And maybe your point, Hannes, we could actually move it further out to the left if we just like ignore the frame, because it's the hit point I want inside.
Yep.
So if we like just do this, boom, or like that. I mean, from the vane, if this is a vane angle for the machine, it kind of looks like, it looks nice to see the instruments from there, right?
Yeah.
So just to remember the opposite. Oh. No. I thought it was an earthquake. It was just Hannes who were meddling. Look, now this feels upside down. Now it feels like we're watching it from the wrong way, right? And if we do it this way, we're going to see all the marbles bouncing and stuff.
Yeah.
If the bass is going to be played by marbles.
Instrument is facing you here.
Yeah, and if we go back to the action cam, this would then result in like the most awkward hand. Nothing is... I would have to like relearn everything. Like muscle memory wise, this is completely upside down. Yeah, it's doable. I can't even make a hammer on. Oh, it's difficult.
So then this is a no-go because this is not functional.
Well, this is like, I don't have to play funky bass lines. I can play slow bass lines. I play too many fast bass lines. Like things like that, it's no problem. No, I can learn this.
Would it help if you like a left-handed bass or adjust the strings on different?
That's a good idea. You put a thicker string here.
Yeah.
But then it's upside. Oh, it's weird. It's super weird. But maybe that would help. So I think that's the thesis right now. If the bass is going to be marble played. So this leads pretty nicely into something that we could do. And that's kind of look at my idea for track separation. And let me explain what I mean with this. Should we do it in this design? Yeah, let's do that. So I'll make a new component. Programming tracks. So this is just to show you and myself like how we could make this so much simpler than the first machine. If we make a sketch here. So how many? So this is one programming channel seen from above. I'm gonna make it out here in the Y. No, why should I? I'm just gonna isolate it. So this is the first channel, and we're gonna make my hated rectangular pattern in sketch mode. I don't trust it. This is the total number of channels. How many do we want? Hannes, 3,000. Say we want 30?
On the whole machine?
So bass guitar is 4.
Yeah.
Plus 2 for kick drum, 2 for snare drum, 2 for hi-hat. It can even be only 1, but 2 is good actually. Plus we had 11 notes before. I would love if I could get like 18 notes in.
Okay.
How many is that? I can't calculate this. 18 plus 6 plus 4. Anyone?
28?
28. Yeah, that's brilliant. 28. And we want spacing between all the channels to be a little bit, because we want 40 millimeters. So let's say we want 50 millimeters. So how broad is this programming wheel? Ooh, it's broad. We're already bumping up against it. So let's squeeze this pattern a little bit from side to side. Let's say 40. Center.
I see a lot of comments about flipping the machine would solve a lot of issues.
Oh, and this is 1080, exactly what someone wanted before.
Yeah, there you see.
So that number came back. That was interesting. Someone suggested to make it 1080, and since we're streaming in 1080, that's perfect. So flipping the machine, I'm curious to understand that one.
I guess like the whole design of it. Put everything in, flip it, reverse it.
Reverse it how?
Let's see, chat will remind me.
I'm very curious. So now I can, what I want to do now is now I want to place the hit points.
Oh yeah, more like mirroring the machine. You can play on the left side, mirror.
Mirror?
Mirror it.
I'm not following. Say these are for the bass guitar. Basically, my point is that no hit point will be on the same plane as another hit point. So these are the 4 hit points for the bass guitar, and then we have 3 vibraphone notes out here, and then we're gonna have like a pause in the vibraphone. So it's gonna be like 3 plates and then nothing, And then like, oh yeah, we have the drums as well. So down here is actually a drum hit point, there and there. So maybe no vibraphone there. I still don't understand the flipping thing.
I put everything that's on the left to the right. Is that like, I guess it's making you stand on the left side of the machine, people are saying here.
To make it easier to play.
Yeah.
Okay, then now I understand. So vibraphone. I'm just checking the feasibility of this. Vibraphone. Maybe we should rather do this, like kick, and a vibraphone in between. It's gonna look so weird, but that's kind of the idea. Here's cymbal.
Okay, yeah, because I guess der große betrinkade bär. Then you can use your right hand to play the bass regularly if you're on the left side. The crank and everything's on the left side.
Then I understand the suggestion. How many vibraphone channels do we have now? We have 2 for the snare. Okay, this one I want to put to a vibraphone instead. Oh, wrong thing. That's a vibraphone. This becomes a snare. No, we have only 3 for the... Let's give this to a vibraphone. We have only 3 for the bass now. Actually, maybe with the bass we could... No, that's not a good idea. We could do them zigzag over the bass as well. That would look the best. So like the vibraphone, that would leave the most room. So if the bass hit points are not too spread out, which they probably won't be. So let's try this instead. So zig, sag, zig, sag, zigzag. And then this one, because then the vibraphone, this would be really nice. So every other channel is a vibraphone channel and every other channel is something else.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would create an even pattern for everything, right? Except in the end. Oh, maybe we want a hi-hat over here then. So hi-hat here. That would be a nice constraint because that's kind of like tells us where to put everything. Look at this.
Oh.
Isn't it beautiful?
Ragadish.
So it would be like this. Text. Yeah, come on. So here's bass. Oh, that's annoying. Why did I do it like that? I should make them construction lines so they don't make fields.
And can we have a save soon?
Save.
Yes.
I think this is actually not a stupid idea because all the rails and everything will get like room around them, which is nice. And then here, I'm just gonna put vibraphone here. That's all of them. Sorry for this. You catching the drift?
Yeah, kinda. Is it a must to have marbles hitting the cymbal? I see a lot of people saying like you could put the cymbal vertical.
Yeah, the cymbal vertical is could be
to create space.
Could be an idea. Let's I don't know if we put that in the notes from before. Cymbal vertical. It does sound
Fix
worse.
your window, please.
Oh, sorry. There. Cymbal vertical. I put it in there.
That gives some extra space, right?
Yes. And of course, the cymbal, I think, more than ever needs to be played with a marble because of the programming length. So maybe you only want it on the first beat of a... But then as well with my loop, I can just do that with the DJ system. So if the cymbal is playing at every first stroke of the loop machine, I can just have it muted and then put it on and cling and put it off. Yeah. So this could be like one method in the madness. And what I mean with this again then, so what I mean with these lines is that all these are also the programming channels. So all the hit points are in perfect plane with their own programming pins, which will like no crossing of stuff, which we had on the first machine all the time. This could be one. This could be a solution actually. Because the string separation that we had on the first, and I think to solve this, to hit the strings from the 90-degree angle, we would need to do a completely different systems for like playing the strings with marbles. Been thinking about it, and I think it's possible. But also maybe not.
Bay Bow Champ has been typing here a lot of times here. Hannes 3000, I am trying to telepathically force you to tell Martin to use piano hammers.
Piano hammers for the bass strings, you mean?
Yes, so. I don't even know how does piano hammers work.
They kind of work like the drum beaters here.
Okay.
But shorter and they're being pushed instead of pulled.
Okay, so yeah. So that's to remove marbles being dropped then.
Yeah, that it's a great idea. Everything is on the
table.
Everything is on the table.
Yeah.
So we could also like, since this is the simpler machine, we could also say to the hi-hat and the cymbal that you only get one marble track each. So let's create, I'm going to fix this screen. Let's make a new tab here. Now I think we have to go over to Excel. So channel list, marbles, kick A, kick B. So we do this 1, 2, just so we have a counting. Boom. Snare A, snare B. Hi-hat, cymbal. This is just basically to count bass A, bass B, bass C, and bass D, vibraphone, and then how many can we fit? How many channels did we end up with if we go into this rectangular pattern? Here we have 28, but that's on the verge of... No, then we have 1008. This we can do. 28 we can do. So if we skip some, look at this. This is good. This gives us more vibraphone channels than on the Marble Machine X. If it's physically possible. How many are those? 11 to 28. Anyone?
17.
17 is not bad. This is not bad. So let's remove from our pattern the 2 on the cymbal. So cymbal only have 1. Where did hi-hat go?
Did we even have a hi-hat?
It's here. Right now. So, like this is just theoretically.
People are calling me out here that I'm counting wrong. It should be 18. It's 18 vibraphone channels because we planned that, right?
You and me. There's only one way to find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's 18.
That's 18, okay.
That's even better. 17 feels a little odd. Figuratively and literally. So maybe yeah. But like thinking like this from first principle, like lining everything up in their own plane with the programming wheel, that's a really, really good thing. And removing the multiple hit stuff is also good. So you really want the bass. I'm just gonna check what the distance is from here to here. Oh, that's 25 centimeters. Do you have the...
I can go find it for you if you want to.
I have my caliper, but that's only 15.
Okay, I will go and check.
Thank you.
If I can find it again.
Fantastic.
You're on your own a bit.
Absolutely. So, for both of my previous machines that you see here, it was just a mess where everything went. And as you can see, I was actually very inspired on, like, I was very stuck on the second machine. It actually, you can really tell it when you see it in this image, in trying to like do what I did on the first machine. And this is what I want to really like free myself from now. As I said in the first stream, we're not going to have any compound angles. The vibraphone is at a compound angle, 2 angles. And on the new machine, everything is just going to be straight. And everything is on one track, like in one plane. And I'm sure I can like think outside the box and make things so much easier on the new one here. Oh, maybe it would make sense to put a hi-hat and the cymbal on the sides. Kick and snare in the middle. Right. Okay, now I have a theoretical What's fun with like thinking from a little bit like first principles is that you can kind of get suggestions from like reality on how to do it. So instead of looking like just placing them out in CAD, I can just put here that it would make sense to have this one be hi-hat. So this is hi-hat. And the last one then, the last odd one, this. Oh, thank you. So if we head over to action cam,
Yep.
I can show that 25 centimeters is a kind of big spread for hitting the strings. It's from my thumbs to where the ruler is ending, which would mean like one would hit here and one would hit here. Sounds exactly the same. Yeah, maybe it's okay. Maybe that's okay. Maybe it's okay. Good.
We're back.
So what I was just saying is that we said 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But, okay, so this doesn't... Okay. Maybe some can be empty as well. Let's just for fun saying that this is... So this is kick. Oh, I hate when I do that. You have to okay the text thing. Kick, okay. These are kick. Do 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 do. And I had in my mind that the last ones would be hi-hat and cymbal for some reason. So let's say these are snare. I'm just making it up now.
I got a message here from D-Vibe.
Yeah.
I hope you'll use a wheel with drumsticks again for a hi-hat, because that could make nice rhythmic variations. Gött Martin, fortsätt med vad du gör.
Tack så mycket. Och vet du vad, jag håller helt och hållet med om hi-hat-hjulet. Vi borde skriva upp det på listan på en gång. Let's do that. So, hi-hat, machine, question mark, wheel with sticks, question mark, and also shaker machine. So,
oh yes, tell them.
Machine. So this is another idea I have. It smells feature creep, but on the other hand, what doesn't? So imagine that you would, like a locomotive, if you have like this wheel like this, and you put a thing on top of it, and you spin this wheel, the thing goes back and forth like a piston.
Yeah.
Yes. Hannes 3000 with the vocabulary, like engineering pro right there. And so I had the idea that you can actually create like a shaker sound, like a
Whoa.
marbles
on the floor. No.
Okay, I'm not I'm not going to do anything with any marbles on the...
Oh, where did it go? It can't get behind our amazing cable management. Nothing gets past those.
I see it.
You see it?
I got it.
You go and find it. Yes.
Where's the lid? It's the first day and we have the first marble on the floor.
Well, that's for good luck, I think.
So if you put a piston, and it could actually make a shaker sound, and you could even put the piston like off axis, I think, to make like different rhythm of the shaker, and you can make an on-off. I've been thinking about that, so that's a little... That would be so fun, like imagine, that would be so fun.
Yeah, let's write that down for future.
Yeah,
that's a nice little bonus feature creep, right?
It's on the list. So if we look at like this channel distribution, for example, then we have channels where the vibraphone wants to be like really next to each other here in some places. Like this. Now I think we should be close to 18. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 exactly. So never mind the actual solution here, but the approach. So approaching it like this, just where is the space? Where, like, that's the thing here.
Yeah, we're doing blocking today.
Yes. We actually didn't tell the new viewers in this stream what the stream objectives are.
Well, let's just check them.
I've been underlining these objectives the whole day.
Yeah.
Let me add some more lines. So the stream objectives for today is design requirements through CAD blocking, and the main plan is here. So we want to finish the digital CAD model of the third machine. If the CAD is promising, we will manufacture a physical machine. If the CAD is not promising, I will finally be able to just give up on this idea. So that's the general context for what we're trying to do here. Okay. But I really like the approach of so maybe we should talk about a very important value, and that would be the center to center distance between these tracks. So if we go back into this sketch, and what did I do in the pattern? Did I do 40? Yeah, right now it's 40. Because the programming plates themselves are like 40, which means that we can't have, 40. So the vibraphone plates, which means that what I was suggesting with putting them next to each other, like it's right here, this doesn't work if we have 40. So what we could do then is just leave these empty, which would result in this, which is a super clean variation. How many vibraphone notes do we get then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 only, which is still 3 more than what we had before. This is actually a very nice width. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about the programming wheel, because this is now 1080 millimeters, and probably we're going to cut it on a rotary machine that has like 100 No, it's much less actually. I don't even know if it can do this broad. Yeah, okay. That's a little bit for later. It depends on the manufacturing method of the programming wheel. We have a whole plan for that. If we're not going over to papers with holes in, like Lucas is suggesting, then it's the width of the papers, I guess. Okay. And isolate all. How are you feeling, Hannes 3000?
Never been better, you know? Never been better. Sometimes I just drift away and I become a spectator. I become a viewer here. I just watch you work. And then I get to remind myself, oh, I'm in this as well.
We're in it together. Yeah, so this is, for example, like, this is the kind of situation where if I head over to this one, the channel count, where like we could just skip 4 vibraphone channels, and the solve that we just made, like just pans out perfectly. So instead of like pushing like more notes in, just accepting like, okay, there's a limitation. You still get 3 more notes compared to the Martin X, and be happy with that. So that could be something actually. So let's just push these vibraphone plates 80 millimeters apart to just get a feeling of how that will look.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it.
That's why we're here. Let's try stuff out.
So I didn't do this on a pattern. I've been raging against patterns.
Raging Against Patterns. Nice new band name.
So I have to manually add all these distances, but I have to only add it once, and then I have to say, check, this is D255. Let me zoom in on that for you.
Enhance.
D255, which means that instead of now adding 40 between all the plates, now when I add the distance between here and here, I'm going to enter, oh, I pushed the wrong button. I'm going to enter D255. And why? Yes, because if you can see here, it comes a little F function here, function 40. If I change this first value to 38, that all values will change.
Oh, nice.
So it's a good, like, try to only, like, if you know you have a value that will repeat itself, try to just enter it once. And people will scream rectangular patterns, but I don't like them in the sketch mode. Because I have a feeling that they break in big sketches, that is. So let's just put some D255 in.
Save.
I'm taking the wrong line, that's why I'm saving. We're still blocking here, so it's no serious CAD. D255, I'm gonna copy this so I can just paste it and then be a little quicker. Boom, paste, boom. Boom, paste, boom. So I do like if all the vibraphone plates are like the same distance from each other. It would be a little stupid to have them in different, but I'm also not excluding that. How many do we have?
We didn't have 18 anymore. It was 14 now, right?
14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One more. That's a lot.
Whoa.
It doesn't look like it would fit. Change this to 440. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wrong drum. 480. Let's do one more. care if it's straight. Paste D255. And just to illustrate the same point, I can change over here, 35, and the whole thing works with me.
Nice! Nice! I learned something today.
Then my job is done. Honestly, Hannes, do you have a feeling that what we're making here will stand on a stage one day?
I would not have worked with you for all these years if I didn't believe in that, right? Of course I believe.
Belief is not a strategy. Hope is not a strategy. Isn't that a quote? Look at that. That's not too bad. I'm going to change the pattern for these tubes. Where are they? Where's my tubes at? Here. So now we know that these are going to be 80 millimeter apart. So I can zoom in.
Oh.
I went through fire and rain to fix this zoom function.
And boy, did you fix it.
And 16. That's wrong. We want 14. Boom. I'm so happy that they're exactly where they should not be as well. Let's see if you want to be like super sweet and just move on over. From there. No. Just move. Minus 20 or what? Minus 40 is, of course.
Nice. We gotta save, everyone. We gotta save.
If they want me to save, it sounds like they think we're doing something out of value anyway today. Yeah. Okay, this feels a little bit better.
Yeah.
Right? A vibraphone with like an even separation. Oh, my microphone is dying.
And dear people watching here, the cello is not... we haven't determined on what that's gonna be. This is like a placeholder right now. Perhaps it will be a cello. Perhaps it will be just a regular bass. We don't know yet. Nothing is set in stone. That's the beauty of this whole project here. Now we're aiming for the stars. Trying stuff out. Making stuff work.
Yeah. So, let's talk about... So the bass is my biggest issue. That's my biggest known unknown. So I'm going to it's going to be some bass thoughts of today. I'm gonna do a new design, which is for hitting bass strings 90 degrees. So this, I just want to theorize a little bit about if we're looking at the strings along the intersection of the string, or what is called. Can maybe someone in the chat find the distance between... Oh wait, I know. I can find it in the old CAD. Nothing. I have a bass right here. So on this, which was like broadened, we did 20, center is 23. So I'm gonna work with 20. So I'm gonna show you some constraints here. Constraints are really, really fun.
Unless they're on me. You can't put that on me, you know.
So I have 4 random circles, and now I can do some fun thing with constraints. I can use the horizontal vertical and just tell all the circles that you are actually on a horizontal line without putting a line between them. See how neatly they ended up. And then instead of putting a line between them, I can just say that you should be 20 millimeters apart. That ended up a little wrong. So 20. So we're seeing the strings from the side now. And then I can say, if this is the function of the first string, D1, I can, because that's the thickest one, I can just say D1 minus 1. And then everyone can like change if I want to do that. Minus 2. And this big moon here is D1 minus 3, perhaps. Let's say it like that. So now is my point, is that if the marbles comes in from here, so here, this is here comes the marbles. How small marble do we need to have to actually be able to hit only one string and bounce up like this? So here is, for example, 20 millimeters. And my point then is that we can make like a track. To hit them like this, I think we would make a track like this. This marble is tangential with the track, so it's rolling on that surface. And then there's a hole in the track right here. And then there's another track right afterwards, like this. So the track can be kind of close to that string, but yeah, no, it can't. The track actually have width. That's easy to forget. Otherwise, it's nothing. Let's make the width 5 millimeters. They're not parallel. Constrain them parallel. Never shall the two meet. Did you know that?
Never shall the two meet.
These lines are only 4 millimeters apart, Hannes.
Constrain them!
But yet they will never meet.
Oh, that kind of breaks my heart.
It does. I think some math geniuses will tell you in how to get parallel lines to meet. There is some kind of way. So here we kind of see the issue already. So I want to hit, obviously, this string with this little marble from the side. And it's a little dubious, isn't it? So we make another 120. The smaller we make the marbles, I also want to have different size marbles for different instruments and different material marbles for different instruments, which sounds like a hard design constraint. So let's go over to the omitted design constraints from the omitted from Marble Machine X, which are all the constraints that we're not having on this new model. Same marbles for all instruments. Same size and kind. Size and kind. Which makes it easier in some things. So we could actually have smaller. We could actually use the 16 millimeter steel marbles for the bass if we wanted to. So the idea, this could actually, I mean, this lane could continue down like this, just for safety. This looks good. But if this string is vibrating, it could hit. Yeah. So this is I think this is going to be an easier, so we're not gonna, like, the marbles are not gonna fly, the marbles are gonna roll onto the strings, which I think already that is kind of a good thing. And actually, depending on how they're hitting this string, they will hit them like up and down. Yeah. I have a hard time like knowing. So my point is that I want to use as large marbles as possible. But if I do them 16, this looks much more doable. Now I'm going to do the same trick as I did before. You see here D8. So I go over to this one and I put D8. And I go over to this one and I put D8. Nice. So now there are only 16. Yeah. So someone wrote earlier, like, try to not change too much of the stuff that actually worked from the first machine. And here we are changing stuff. But hitting the bass strings on the first machine was kind of awkward. So this is the side hitting of the marbles, and if we can put the cello, but we already decided that we couldn't. The other idea, let's think outside this old box now.
Yeah, no constraints here.
No, oh, I think this stream hasn't seen the funnel.
Well, we need to show them the solution for everything.
So we have a marble funnel, it's here, and this is like in context the correct size. So we have solved the funnel issue by just like, so the funnel is going to be held up by the audience. So there's going to be like very cheap tickets for the concert, for the funnel holder tickets, like, because you have to have a big drop. So the marble machine is just standing on the stage here and the funnel is in the middle of the audience. And then under here, people will have buckets and they will run up and fill them on top here.
Problem solved. What if this was simple, Martin?
Now I'm going to do something which I think I will both hate and love at the same time. But no, I can't play with my hand. I'm gonna show you what I was intending.
Yeah, try it out.
You know what? I'm gonna block it in a new, so square bass. I'm gonna block it in a new design. Where is my origins? Here. So imagine if we wanted to put a bass. Imagine if we just made a custom electric bass that was shape of a rectangle. Like this. So here's the 4 strings. This is like the form from function.
Yep.
Kind of idea. It's also not going to be easy to play if this is, what did we say, 40. But maybe those programming tracks can have another center to center just for the bass exactly there. Or what did we say? Did we say 8 centimeters?
Was it 8?
Yeah, it is. I can't play that.
8 centimeters.
Yeah, I can't play that. So that has to be something else. Instead of 20, we're gonna do 30 then. Oh, I'm a little bit in the wrong scale here. 30. Oh, it's not parallel. I'm just putting everything on the table here.
Yeah.
30. And the length is like not 6 meter long strings. It's 1 meter long strings. And I'm just using the equal sign to make everything equal. I should have checked the scale before starting to CAD. You are equal as you. You are equal as you. You are equal as you. And you are coincident with you. So I mean, this is like the engineer. This is an engineer's instrument. Look at this. It's kind of so. Oh, I want to show you a super nice thing that I missed so long. When you want to extrude a plane into a solid body, you can make an offset. So I want a little gap between the 4 strings that I just draw. So I want the body to be 40 centimeter wide, but I want to start with an offset. And here I can just put the offset right here. I can just say, yeah, I want a 20 centimeter minus 20. It went the wrong way.
Oh,
boom.
Nice.
So if I, now you can see that the strings are floating above. So I usually just made a new sketch at the level where I wanted to start the extrusion. But this, the offset command, when you want to extrude something, often allows you to extrude a lot of things from only one sketch. So you can have a sketch in the middle of something and extrude things wherever you want them from that one sketch plane. It's really liberating. I'm going to make some strings. Can't I choose 6 millimeters? Let's make them a little bit bigger so we can see them. 9. Oh, I can only choose one at a time. Okay. Go. Let's make 4 strings. So this is our engineer's. This is the engineer's bass guitar. Form from function. Hannes.
There we go. Easy as that. Do it.
Let's import this into...
Why not a custom built one?
Scale looks okay. So let's put that a little bit. Because then maybe we can go back over here again.
Yeah.
Because it's all about the string separation. And then it would be easier to play, perhaps. So it could be maybe like the last 4 tracks of the programming wheel are the bass channels.
Yeah.
And then we don't have this mess over here. And we recognize ourselves from previous machines. What do you think?
I mean, from a functionality standpoint, yes.
Less things are like crossing each other, right?
Yeah.
This is so annoying, this origin. I forgot to hide it before saving. What user saved? Something is wrong here. Why doesn't it allow me to just save it? Yes. Don't know what was going on there. Someone will know in chat. So, and if I update this now, I think my origin will disappear. Here we go.
There we are.
Let's also take the sketches. As much as I would love like not having to make like a custom instrument.
Yeah.
It could kind of, yeah.
I mean, a marble machine is kind of a custom instrument.
I'm like, yeah, I would like to not having to make like a custom music instrument. That's a good one. I get hair in my mouth from the microphone.
Then you're probably a little bit too close to it, my friend. Cheers.
Cheers. This went like straight shooting. But where is my beautiful like cello body?
Oh no.
It's gone, but then so what would happen if we revisit the tracks up here? Just huge shout out to everyone hanging out with us here. We're so happy for your company. What are they thinking about the square bass in chat?
Let me hear your thoughts now, and I will keep my eyes open on the chat here. Here we go. Kane enable love square bass. James Burrell looking good from Majorna.
Oh, hey Majorna. Nice.
Edward Clark use hammers for bass strings like a piano. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Andrew Bailey, functional bass equals best bass.
So the hammers for bass, did I write that? Maybe I did write it.
Thomas Norman, make whatever shape you think is easiest to play.
Yeah, so there's two questions there. Easiest to play for me or for the marbles? If it's marbles. So hammers for bass. I want to show you something.
Before that, I just want to say that Doodle Chaos officially says that square is cool.
Doodle Chaos. Everyone, have you seen the Line Rider video from the Doodle Chaos YouTube channel? I was so touched by Doodle Chaos. If you're still here, I loved that video so much. So everyone, like, stop watching us. Go to the Doodle Chaos YouTube channel and check the video, like Sommarfågel with the Line Rider sync. It's not only like sync, it's a perfect documentary. If you wonder what I've been doing the last 5 months when we've been away from YouTube, Doodle Chaos portrayed it perfectly.
Yeah, brilliant storytelling.
Yeah.
Such a nice video. So put us on mute right now. Go check out that video.
When you're back, there's only gonna be more bass strings madness. So I want to talk about a concept relating to these hammers, a concept that I had for the new beater drums that I don't think I will need to use, but I want to throw it out to all the people in chat for you to marinate on, ponder on. So, because when you say hammer played drums, how is the hammer being hammer played bass? Sorry. I kind of love the idea to not play the bass with marbles. Or anyway, I'm very open for it anyway.
Let's see here. Saba Bense Kalmar. It looks like that it's coming out to be pretty similar to the MMX. Maybe you should play around more with possible layouts. Quote unquote, force yourself to make 3 drastically different versions and choose from that.
I totally agree with that sentiment, because as we saw before, the first 2 machines are too similar. So that's a hint on why they didn't work. Anyway. So hammers on the bass, how would we activate them? We actually have some footage here from when I was building the first machine talking about that. You can see here. Yeah.
And this is actually footage that I shot from behind the scenes when we did the first machine. So this is 100% accurate. I was there.
The building process. So let's not repeat that for round 3. Hammers. We could have a link. Maybe this is the simplest way. So I'm gonna do mock-up of a hammer, how a hammer could be played. So hammer for bass strings. Programming wheel there. Programming pin here. Bass string here. Hammer pivot here. Hammer. This is a hammer. Does it look like a hammer?
No, you need to make a nail as well.
Oh, oh Lord Jesus. Let's just drag this. We need something. We need a registrator here that registrates the programming pins here. When it pivots this way, it will lift the hammer up. Okay, we do a link here to here. So if we can just mechanically link these. So this is pivoting here. And this is spring powered. So where to put the spring? It is gonna tension the spring when, so this is the direction of the programming wheel. And the spring is connected to this thing. And here is the spring. This is representing the spring. And it's an extension spring. I should have made that an work line. So this is actually the basic principle, I think, of when you say hammer played bass, it's basically the programming pin is lifting this up, making this spring tension. And when the programming pin is on the other side, this will fall down, allowing the hammer to fall down. We actually need a counter spring here to make sure the hammer doesn't stay down. So just like on the drum beaters, we need a spring on both places. I would love not having to play this stupid bass with marbles.
Here's something I just saw right here from Dustin Sample. What about a mechanical strummer? Instead of striking the string with a marble or a hammer, instead create a wheel that strums the string when a marble passes through it.
Oh, I understand. Like a star wheel. I think what you mean is you're adding another step, which is complicated, but I think if I understand what you mean, it's like a star wheel. So like the marble like passes here and we have these star points all over the wheel, and I think it's one step too many, but it's actually like a music box works with a 3-pointed star wheel. So it's a pretty cool idea.
I got a Bay Beauchamp. Hannes Googled the product called Hammer Jammer. It is exactly what Martin needs.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No. I want to see it.
I don't really know either, but I will drag it to my window. Let's see if we can figure out what this is.
I also think we don't have to read the programming wheel at the same point. Hammer Jammer?
Hammer Jammer.
Wow.
I don't know how it works.
Cool.
But it's perhaps something to investigate.
It's like getting buttons to your... It looks like Marxophone. Marxophone is my favorite instrument of all. It was in one of our videos.
Yeah.
So, wait. This is another thing that I've been thinking a lot about. We do not need to read the programming wheel from the same place. So I'm going to go over to my favorite document in the world, which is all the design constraints. So let's go over here and let's go over to the omitted read prog wheel from same point. So what do I mean with this? Oh, sorry for, I'm gonna do this off stream, gonna fix spellings and stuff off stream or never. What do I mean with this? I mean that first I thought that these drum beaters was going to be read from underside the programming wheel. So to have another reading station. But what I mean now is that instead of like having a super long link from the top of the programming wheel, if we would do something like this, we could actually just put this reader wherever we want. It just has to be in a mathematically like correct. Let's move this. We could put it much closer to the hammer action. We can maybe put it here. And the linkage would be different. But my point is that we don't have to have this like mega long link. So you can see here that the linkage, it's much more compact. And we actually get rid of stuff like
I just want to show you again then about the Hammer Jammer. I have a little video demo here.
Okay, cool.
So let's take a look at that. Here's how it works. We don't have any sound on now, but I guess it triggers the strum with the buttons, right?
Can you give us a little volume?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You understand it?
Beautiful. Well, it's a good proof of concept that not everyone is it's, I mean, if they can do it on guitar, we should be able to do it on bass. In that concept, you could actually separate and have to hit the hammer jammer with the marbles if you really wanted to. Just separate out a hit point and have the marbles landing on these four, like where the guitar player was hitting with the hand. So you could actually have, maybe that's something. Let's sketch that.
There is a bass guitar version, people say here as well.
Ooh. Can you paste it in chat and we can maybe have a look at it?
Paste it in chat?
Yeah, like if the chat can paste a YouTube video link. I'm just gonna put here design requirements, hammers for bass sheet. I really appreciate the. It is gonna be so much fun, this project now, because we have only one digital model. If you come up with a brilliant idea, I can use it. Like, you know how frustrating it was to get just brilliant ideas for a machine that was built like 2 years ago already finished? Now we can be like at the same place at the same time. Absolutely love it. So hammer jammer hit by marbles. That's like another cool idea.
Yeah.
Because that means that we can spread out the hit points and just put them in. Or hammers for bass directly. Hammers for bass with mechanical link. Which means we don't have to make a custom bass if we use the hammer jammer for bass and just spread out the hit points. Hammer
So
jammer.
the hammer jammer for bass guitar is in its final stage of development and will be available soon.
Okay,
I see here on their website at least.
cool. So I just wanted to like like exemplify this in a sketch.
Yeah.
So if these are the bass strings on a normal bass, and this is the big, because it's much better to have a normal to like have standard solution. So these are 20 millimeters apart, like this. And this is, we know for sure, very, very tricky to hit with marbles. Then we can make like hammer jammer hit points that are much further apart. So, and we can make them with big marbles. How cool would that be? That's another good idea, actually. So let's just make them in the same line. Let's just make them equal size. So we could hit here. Did you have something 3000?
C Bay. What about using piano keys? Marble hits the key, activating a lever to hammer the string. Highly repetitive and very reliable.
This is basically exactly the hammer jammer, I think.
It's roughly the same idea, at least.
So this is not a bad idea, actually. This is kind of fun. Because, and also you would see this thing being pushed down when the marble hits it. So here's like the bass strings and the 4 hammer jammer hit pads. Because it looks like on the videos that they were spread out like further than the So if we then spread these out 40, let's say 40, and we use the 4 last channels for the bass.
And people are really talking about the hurdy-gurdy idea.
So the hurdy-gurdy does not have an attack. It's just a bow sound. So it's just so you can't play do do do, and that's why I don't think it's feasible. So with this idea, I still kind of like this as well. Like no marbles at all. But with this idea, if we go back to our original thing over here, programming tracks, this is the one, right? We could just have the 4 last channels over here be normal distance and be bass with hammer jammer. and we would be able to use any standard electric bass. Of course, it would be good with a headless bass for the programming wheel, perhaps. Because music-wise, if we go back to if we enable like the coolest, I still think the coolest look was when the cello was to the right. Let's put it back there, because this is the position that the hammer jammer would enable. Look at this jazz band over here. Do 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 do. It's like right?
Yeah, I mean, the CAD is already making music. You can hear it. There we go.
Yeah. It feels right. It feels like, look, it's like a super cool music instrument. Imagine like this shot in the video.
Yeah. People are really going nuts for the placement of that, I think. People really like it to the side.
People like it to the side?
Yeah.
It feels right. But also, can I just like make another point here? How happy are you now? And how happy are you now? This is like, oh. Hey! Oh. We have to go through this a third time. Can we just use the MIDI keyboard? Oh. And then you're like, let's go.
Here we go.
Okay, hammer jammer, everyone. Chat is already like back in business. Let's hide this square bass. Actually, you know what? Hammer jammer would allow us to use a cello.
Okay.
Imagine you wouldn't you wouldn't even have to angle the cello towards the marbles. It's just the hit points that need to be angled correctly. So you could, for example, like if you wanted even more, it's gonna be hard for me to play. But if I can turn these, look here. If I can, now it's on a plane. I need to angle the plane because I wanna tilt it forwards. So this construction plane sits on which sketch? On this. Here is my angle. I see it 110 degrees. There. No. I get excited now. Here's my angle. Let's just overdo this. No. Like this. So it disappeared into the background.
Got consumed by the machine.
Ooh, imagine if we could have it standing. Yes.
Oh, like a standing bass.
And the marbles are just flying on the strings, and my hand is like blurry with bokeh in the background. Wait. This is actually not. This is actually, imagine if this could work. Because then maybe I can like hold the neck. Then I could maybe hold the neck like around like this. If I'm just here, ergonomically kind of horrible. But it would look so cool. There's something with a lying instrument that makes it look dead. There's something with a standing music instrument that makes it look ready, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just isolate this so I can get a little peace of mind? Where is my canvas? Never mind. Aha, so the canvas is hidden when you isolate. I never knew that. It's, oh no, what have I done? Up there.
So Dexter just said here, it's okay for art to meet engineering. Just make sure it's form from function.
Wonderful.
Pretty it up afterward. I'm so glad you're back, Martin. Hi, Hannes. Hi, Dexter.
Super nice. Totally agree. I just lost myself with the canvas here. I'm just going to find out where I'm going wrong. This should be, let's try 200 here. Yes.
People don't worry about the cello. This is not set in stone anything here.
I'm gonna definitely have a cello.
Now it's gonna definitely be a cello when you're worried about it.
Why are people worried about the cello?
They're not perhaps not sold on it yet. We are not sold 100% on it either. It's just one idea out there.
The cello is the new kinetic fingers. You have to use reverse psychology on me. I'm on the mental capability of a 3-year-old. I'm trying my heart out to. Can you just show me the lines I want and not the other ones? Yes, thank you. I'm trying to move the cello forward. But maybe it's the sound. Maybe they want bass. Maybe that's it. So what's the beef with the cello? If you care to elaborate.
My guess is that it's a more complicated instrument than a regular bass. And also the strings are not as flat as on a bass, perhaps. They have the curve and everything.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter when we have a hammer. We have
if we're on with that idea, that will solve a lot of things.
The real reason you should fear it because I can't play in tune on a cello. That's like it's the 10,000 hours you become virtuous thing. That's the thing with the cello.
And a lot of people are on also that it's fretless.
Yeah,
that's the big issue, right?
Yeah, it is.
But as we learned earlier today, you can get frets on a cello also.
Ooh, can't you find like an Epiphone hollow body electric bass? Oh, I saw one in Bristol that I would die for that one.
Chat, can you find it?
If we can put a hollow body fret, a beautiful bass guitar there instead. But imagine like me standing there, or can we have a double bass? Now when it's standing, imagine.
Oh.
Ooh. No, the hit point still. This is super interesting because I wasn't happy about any bass placement, and now I'm getting a little bit excited.
This is a good sign, people.
Yeah.
He gets excited.
You got me excited. Gotta love it. Wait, let me put it a little bit more forward. On this sketch right here. 375? Because I always thought that the cello needed to be like perpendicular to the marble fall direction. And thanks to the hammer thing, Maybe it does. Maybe. No, it should still work somehow. Do. I'm making people nauseous by just sitting and spinning around CAD. Hide this. I'm gonna hide all the sketches just for now. Just to see how clean.
Here we go, Andrew Cooper. Why does Martin want a cello?
Okay, we need images of some nice hollow body, like Epiphone bass guitar or something. Like a super, like you know the one I
wrote here. Not even bassists play hollow body bass very easily. Doesn't have the power of an amplified. Gorgeous George Soltanidis.
But the scary thing is that if we find out this works, we can just put a full-on double bass.
Whoa.
Check this out.
Here we go.
So the double bass together with our main alternative for funnel.
Here we go. Now the machine seems not as big as. I mean, it will get dwarfed by this. It's a good thing.
If I play this with my right arm, then it's like playing normal bass. But no, it's not. Stupid. So that's why they were talking about mirroring the machine.
Tim Whiting. Use cable linkage to activate the hammers, and you can move the bass anywhere you want, even standing up beside the machine.
Exactly, that's a good idea. This is this idea. Here's cable linkage. Yeah. Oh yeah, standing up as well. Good point.
Ba-doom, doom, 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 doom.
So
fix the window.
Cable linkage to hammers allows, never mind spelling, allows any bass position. It's very liberating to not have to lie it down. You just hide it vertically. It makes so much sense, like from first principle, like space-wise. This is a huge. I'm only gonna like imagine you're in a restaurant and all of a sudden you hear like a smooth jazz song and you're just looking up. And there I am
with your marble machine.
There I am, like just making people enjoy making people enjoy their dinners
with your fedora hat on.
I can't really get over this this double bass idea. It will probably it's probably not a good idea. So can you read some chats while I try to find a nice hollow body electric bass?
Marvelli OG, new marble machine idea. Hire a band and pay them in marbles. Duke says feature creep warning here.
On what? Please specify.
With all the bass, right? But this is a big issue. It's always been a big issue with the placement of the bass. We need to find the perfect sweet spot.
Because like I really don't want to do feature creep, but you have to specify what part of this is feature creep. Is it feature creep to even have a bass? Because we're trying to solve like just the simplest way to play a bass, actually.
Yeah.
Hollow body bass guitar. Yeah, and this is what I mean.
Music Man 1086. Does it need to be acoustic? If electric, you don't need any body, or either way. You have a headless neck. And the idea now is to get a machine that is actually sounding good acoustically. Because that MMX didn't sound good acoustically.
Yeah, so an electric bass, because the cello is fretless, I would actually maybe allow just yeah, here we go. Bass.
Peter Gardner electric cello would be cool. You could turn marbles off for it and use bow occasionally.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm ready, Hannes. I have my hollow body electric bass. So this is what I mean.
Okay, yeah. Nice one.
I just took the first one I could find. That maybe feels a little bit better for people than the cello. Especially I would be able to play it, which is of course
That's on the plus account, right?
Yes. Let's try to put it there.
And here we have Chase Barber needs more cat and dog sounds. 100% agree on that one.
Oh.
Bobby Two Shoe, a ukulele bass would sound good acoustically and it's smaller.
Oh, you mean like an acoustic bass with frets? Is that a ukulele bass?
Ukulele bass.
So, regardless, I'm so happy that we have been thinking outside the box with the bass placement. You can even see here that this bass is like touching this programming wheel. And that's why I think we should have, anyway, trying to think what happens if we have an even steeper angle. So it's here. Why do I not see this? Isolate. Finish sketch. And isolate all. Have I made all the sketches invisible? That's why I don't see it. So this is the angle of the base. Let's make it steeper. Like real steep. 500. I also feel somewhere down the line that this placement could make it more ergonomically to play the bass.
Yeah. That is a great point. Since you're gonna be playing this night after night in cities all around the world, it needs to be comfortable as well, right?
Yeah. Because now you see the head is not sticking straight into the programming wheel. Like when I put the bass. Like look how cool like the instrument becomes from the front.
Yeah.
It would have been better if I could have taken a transparent image, but...
Well... Why bother?
Because it's kind of hard to see now. So let's put it a little bit higher. Like there. Let me try the ergonomics. It would be... You show it in this camera maybe. This is horrible ergonomics. This is the worst ever. Yeah, it's not easy. This is why people think I should mirror the machine.
Mm-hmm.
but so much fun. This is actually awesome. Outside the box thinking. I love the thing with the like that we have the little drummer here, we have the bass player here, and we have the vibraphone player up there.
Yes.
The vibraphone can come. I should be able to do that now. Like we can move the vibraphone down now. If the bass is like that, right?
Make space.
Let's try this. The resonators will not follow because I didn't make it parametric. I should have done that. I didn't. Let's just do it like this for now. Oh, I took a key as well. Okay, I should. I'm going to Photoshop this image to transparent. I think it's worth it because it's driving me a little crazy.
Oh, we can't have that.
No. Let's not make it worse than what it already is.
Oh, that's a nice little screen you got there. This is why we're here. Martin versus the machine.
So, what are people saying about? Why did I open Premiere? Sorry. What are people thinking about acoustic bass then? The hollow body bass. Is that more popular than the cello? Not that I care, but it's.
No, I mean it's all over the place. It's all over the place.
I do care. Actually, do care.
There's a lot of people talking about the piano hammers. Piano hammers comes up all the time here.
So piano hammers, that's actually what we're gonna use.
Kinda.
That's actually like one of the plans. So I'm just photoshopping over here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
Bass is better.
Quick export as PNG.
Double bass is cooler than hollow body from a visual perspective.
Yeah.
But visual, that's not what we're going for entirely, right?
Double bass would be cool, but it's I won't be able to play it well. Not while running the machine.
Hollow body bass is cool, more compact and less of an issue with picking up machine noise.
Yeah.
Cello for the win. Nathan Braxton him.
Oh, we have some cello aficionados.
D-Vibe cello is nice, but I think it will be hard to play without frets. Steven Detweiler. Hollow body seems more practical. B says bass on left side. Playing would be easier, question mark.
Desktop. Here we go. A transparent bass.
Now we have two basses. Double bass. Literally.
It's super interesting anyway, because I've been annoyed about this, and so it has opened up a new design space, I think they say when they're being fancy. We've opened up a new design space. I love that. Because I do think that this programming wheel is actually misplaced. So I wanted to do this. This is the first thing we did. I want to move this. And then you're gonna see like that the bass is gonna make even more sense. Mm.
You know what, Martin? It's 6 o'clock.
Oh.
That's I'm gonna take a break now. Do you want to continue a little bit by yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit more.
I'm going on a small errand, and I can rejoin you and then kick you off the stream.
Awesome.
You
Awesome.
get some more time before I kick you off.
Okay, thank you, Hannes 3000. He's also my timekeeper.
Yeah, so I give you a solo one there.
Cool.
And I'll be back in a...
Tomorrow we have to give so I can push the buttons of the stream. How's the cable of the stream deck? Is it reaching me?
Let's see. This is perfect to do while we're live. But I think
it's reaching me. He's giving me the power.
This is perhaps a very troubling idea. Now Martin has all the power.
Oh,
wow.
yes.
See you soon, guys.
Which one is the main? Here we go. Oh, it's not working. Don't go. Don't leave me.
There we go.
Okay. So I'm going to finish this sketch and we're going to use this new thing. Good luck with your errand.
Thank you.
Oh, so Fusion had to compute a lot. I think I can remove Hannes' little square there. That's only me. So now I'm running the stream with 3 computers and 2 stream decks. So we're submixing like my feed from one stream deck into another stream deck. And now I'm in control of them both. So now the programming wheel is a little bit closer. And now you can actually see that the bass head is perfect right there. I'm going to hide some sketches. Object visibility sketches. You know what? This is kind of interesting. It is kind of interesting, like opening up for this thing. Opening up for the vertical bass, I mean. It could be an unlock. Let's make it it looks a little bit small. Gonna make it a little bit bigger. Maybe move it down a little bit. Like this. So if you missed the first stream, then you don't know what this is. This is like the loop machine. It's going to play all these yellow drum beaters on the drum kit. So the drum kit will be played both by a loop that repeats every 16th crank turns, or 8th, I haven't made up my mind. The shorter loop, the tighter the music, the better the timing resolution. The faster we spin this loop, the more accurate the releases are going to be. So it's a little bit of a trade-off between length of programming loop versus accuracy of timing. And this wheel will be like 4 times or 8 times tighter than the marbles on the Marble Machine X. And the marbles on the Marble Machine X, when they were playing good, were in milliseconds timing. So I'm very, very excited for that. I think it can play really, really tight. What we don't have in this, I think I'm going to change track. We're going to leave the bass a little bit for now, is to talk about marble lifting. I think I would like... So in my video, I made in the last video, a lesson in dumb design, the last video on the main channel, I showed where I tried to put all the marbles into like one channel. And I think it would be awesome to have like a conveyor belt that just takes all the marbles in bulk or something. So maybe on the back of the machine. And I want to wait. Let's first go over here. and put like marble lift. Maybe we already have it in the list. So let's just talk a little bit about marble lifting. And if we have different marbles for different instruments, and if we all put them in the same lift system, we're going to run into like some issues around that. So that's going to be another thing. So let's just talk a little bit about on the first machine. One conveyor belt all the way up. Although the marbles were constrained, I think we can simplify that. But it does seem like one conveyor belt from the bottom to the top. It just seems super utilitarian, super pragmatic. Let's just do that for now as a first thing. So I'm gonna do new design requirement.
My machine will work.
So not a new design requirement. I'm gonna make a new component. Maybe I said that. Marble conveyor. I never learned how to spell that. So let's just make the simplest center to center slot. Like, check this out. I've hidden all the sketches. Object visibility. Sketches. That's why. Then we can just offset this. Oh, we can use the along path trick again, maybe later here. That will be interesting. So offset that 30 millimeters. I'm just freestyling here. I actually didn't think I would make a conveyor belt. I thought I would use the inside of the programming wheel. And maybe we're going to have this conveyor belt on the back side of the machine. It's pretty cool here as well. Let's make it a little bit smaller. 30 centimeters. That's why it looks too big. And then let's put a little container on it. Oh, I could have done that from the beginning. So this is just like a marble bucket. Imagine that this looks good. CAD. So the marbles in the Marble Machine X were like moving back and forth from lifting method to lifting method. So many transitions everywhere, making so much noise. And then imagine if this just scoops up the marbles, making a little bit of noise, of course. And then just does it perfectly, right? Is pattern along path in sketches? No, it's not. What a letdown. So we're gonna do it on the body. Let's try and make a separate body and see if we can be a little smart here. I'm gonna try to pattern this marble lifter along the loop that we just created. So I'm gonna extrude this little marble lifter by itself. This little bucket. Symmetric. Like this. A little bit less. Let's say 100. Instead of join, we're gonna use a new body. And now my favorite patterning tool, pattern on path, which is sometimes kind of magical. I'm gonna choose that little thing that I just created, that little body right here, and I'm gonna ask it to pattern along my loop. Let's see if it wants to obey. 20 centimeters apart. We need 300 lifters. And the problem is the distance has to be spacing. Almost. That didn't at all turn out the way I wanted it. But it did pattern on the path, but it didn't like follow it around. I don't know why I thought it would. Cancel. Okay, now we know that. Now we know that. Okay, so let me just sketch it properly instead. This should not take long. So if I want this little thing to start exactly at this circle, I can make this perpendicular. Okay, never mind. I should not try to show off when I don't have the skills. Let's just have one. How can I make this fast? Let's make it like this instead. This is actually so not important, and I still kind of want it. Circular pattern around here, not full. We're gonna do 180 degrees. Let me show you what I'm doing. So if you want a pattern around half a circle, here you should choose 180 degrees. You can also do minus because I want it on the other side. So minus 180 degrees. Now you see I only get my things on the outside here. So there we go. The scoops. So why are they not? Why are they not meshing? This is not good. Oh, that was outside. I see. I'm just gonna make an ugly thing here, ugly thing there. I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's just that I want to make it clear what this is in the blocking. So there we have that side. Took forever. I'm gonna make a little thing. I'm gonna use this rectangular pattern along this line. Let's make 60 of them, and they have 70. No, that's too many. 30. I just want to exemplify. This is distance 80, 90. That's enough. That is enough. Now I have to click each and every one of them because I did it in a bad way. Never mind, we're soon done with this conveyor belt. I don't even know if we should have a conveyor belt. And when Hannes 2000 is gone, I don't even see chats from here. So I don't know what you're saying right now. Let's hope our friend Hannes 3000 returns quickly. Let's export this. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for conveyor belt style. It would be pretty cool to have just a big belt there. Just one lifting solution for the entire thing. Because if we have it on the backside of the machine, it will obstruct programming and stuff. So I kind of think this is good. On the other hand, if we have different marbles for different instruments, we have to not only do we need a marble divider, and we maybe need to do some kind of marble sorting. Sorting on size is super simple. You know the coin sorters, where the smallest coins goes first, or the biggest coins goes last? Yeah, that's what I just said. So in our requirements, we also have to have a marble divider. That's a little PTSD on that requirement, and perhaps marble sorting if different marble types. As I showed earlier in the stream, I want to use these wooden marbles for some stuff. Like hide your eyes to make the autofocus work with you. No, apparently never. I think I'm here. Yeah, I'm there. So these wooden marbles, but maybe we need also like some other kind of marbles. And yeah, then we need to sort them on top of the machine. So the cool thing here, look here, the marbles fall into this funnel and they go straight out here, and all of them are picked up here, transported slowly and silently up here. Like no fuss. Like, yeah. I didn't even mean to play that, but I mean, it was good timing anyway. So no, like 100 million. If we go back like to the original CAD, 100 million tracks for each marble channel, like a over-engineered marble funnel that doesn't even pick up the marbles, hand molded plastic tubes, none of that. So, which is actually another design requirement. So I'm gonna head over. Oh, I always think Fusion is crashing when it's doing this. So let's see if we have this one. Yeah, so the stream objectives for today is to make these design requirements. So that's what we're doing right now. And I want to go. I lost my track. Marble division. Design requirements. Yeah, manual parts. There we had it. So no manual bended parts, etc. Parts should be like orderable from pro manufacturer. Never mind spelling. So this is a big thing that I'm sorry for that. So many manual parts here, and that it's just impossible. Do we have Hannes 3000 back?
Knock on the door.
Oh, he's just received some Wintergatan merch right here. Do you have the blood, sweat, and gears?
I have everything I need, I think.
Ooh. So we just ordered some shirts for Hannes. Hannes 3000 needs some swag. Oh, you took a yellow one. Nice.
Hit me up. I want to be in the screen as well.
Wait, I'm just here.
I mean, look at this swag right here.
Oh, nice.
Wow. It's Christmas here. It's Christmas here.
Careful for the address on the package.
There's no address in this package.
Good. We are on a non-disclosed location.
Out in the universe.
It's on an island, we can say it's on an island.
Yeah. And the favorite one.
Oh, this is gonna be good. That's a nice one.
Ra-ta-ra-ta-ra. There we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Beautiful.
Nice.
That's a fun design.
Love that.
So we tried to make like a themed merch collection around not giving up.
Yeah.
And it was in collaboration with the community. So it's built on designs from the community, and we've been working with the community. On the website, there's like pretentious stories around each design. So there's a lot of work put into the design. So if you want to read more, like check out the stories on the website. And while you've been gone, we have made a conveyor belt, and you have to update me on what chat is saying.
Oh my. Is it a conveyor belt going on now?
I think so. I just made it up. What do you think?
Oh, wow. Well, it looks like a chainsaw right now, so there we go.
You want your Stream Deck XL back?
Yes.
Wait, I just have to show them in the action cam. Now I'm getting a little derailed. Where's action cam? Here. So this is my Stream Deck where I submix a mix. And this is Hannes 3000 Stream Deck. So you can of course imagine that I have a big like Stream Deck envy every day. Here, you're gonna get yours once back.
Thank you. Hit us up in the main.
We'll do this and the Stream Deck will appear. Maybe not. Okay, everyone. We have Hannes back in the house.
Let's see what's been going on here.
Yeah, please read some chats because I didn't see it when you were gone. So I'm just gonna hide the sketches here. So what are people thinking about the conveyor belt? I'm curious about hearing that.
I just see about fish stairs here. Have you talked about fish stairs?
Yeah, no fish stairs.
No fish stairs because of the noise, right?
Because it's not needed.
Not needed.
So if you switch to main, I can just go to add like omitted from MMX. I just want to like collect everything that we're going to omit because that's why this is going to work. Then in the end, maybe make a big plus and minus and look like how many features on the last machine that we actually just can exclude without adding new ones. Yeah, so this is where we are. And the conveyor, I kind of love it. I don't know if it should be there, maybe.
And it's 100% done.
Well, we've been fighting with the bass guitar so much today, and I actually think that we opened, as I said before, a new design space. There's no gears yet, but I don't think I should like go on so much with this CAD model.
Paranoid Pinot, conveyor belt cool, but doesn't have capacity for enough marbles.
That's a good point.
Nathan Mayer, do you have a requirement on the marble rates?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point. In the Marble Machine Maker Kit project, we talked a lot about marble rate, and we froze the design and then we changed it. So design marble rate requirement.
And people talking about screw lifts.
Yeah, the Archimedes screw.
Yep.
That is like... I think the marbles would roll inside the screw. It looks really cool. But I think the marble would like... Because they are then constantly sliding against the surface. I think it would be a lot of sound.
Oh.
Bless you, Hannes 3000.
Thank you. One more.
Bless you.
Thank you. In Kane, the conveyor is just too long and the machine is too tall. Gives all sorts of problems. In the end, do you need all that energy? Maybe flip everything 90 degrees to lower everything.
Yeah, let's see. I think you're kind of right. I think it's much taller than the previous one, and I don't think we need to do that. Oh, it's almost 3 meters high.
Woo!
So let's measure the old machine, like the highest point down here. It's 230. Yeah, it's too tall.
FBV M99. I think the screw is the most silent lift method possible.
In the picking up and the dropping off, I agree. But during the whole transportation, we should show an Archimedes screw. Can you pull that up?
I can Google it here.
Fantastic. See if you have Archimedes screw ball lift. They use it for like in farming and stuff, I think, to like transport stuff a lot. It's a classic transportation method for dirt and stuff.
I guess this will illustrate it.
This is all too high. I'm gonna set a height requirement over here. Height requirement question mark.
So I guess if we just switch over to my camera here, this is what you're talking about, right?
Oh, perfect illustration. Yeah. So my beef with this is that if you imagine this marble rolling there, is that it would constantly have to roll. And of course you can put it inside a tube. I mean, it would look gorgeous, but it would roll against the edge of the tube. So if you have to like soundproof that tube. Oh, rolling ball sculpture. Yeah, it's a classic one. Archimedes screw.
Yeah, something to think. Oh, a marble machine.
Beautiful.
Something to think about at least.
I think the capacity is very low as well. But good point. And kind of we have to create a rotation in another axis. Here we can just like gear out rotation. Well, such a fun first day. And so thank you, Hannes 3000, for making like this so much fun.
Yeah, it's been great, right?
Yeah. I'm already like blown away by the fact that being together with you, the audience, on the same thing, this is maybe where I felt people didn't get what was happening on the previous machine, because I had a physical machine in my room and I had a digital model, and they were not the same model. And now when we're working on the one digital model, I'm going to post it on Dropbox and stuff. I haven't figured all that out, but I'm going to do that hopefully before tomorrow. I'm also going to share documentation and stuff. So the longer this project goes, the more involved everyone can be. And I think we had some moderators today, did we?
Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah.
So just a huge shout out for the moderators that Asha is the leader of. So thank you to all the moderators and everyone like coming with crazy cool ideas that has already opened up a new design space for the bass guitar. We're gonna be back Monday to Friday, and then some cheeky extra streams in the evenings when I have feeling. And yeah, I think we are off. We had nothing this morning, and now look at what we have. We have something. Right?
Yeah, we have something. We came a long way. We started this process now.
I mean, I remember when I was building the first machine, we actually have some footage. It was like... You see that I almost got one hit in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lose.
It feels different now.
Yeah. So that's us wrapping up here. But you know what? Let's remind people of all our new cool... You saw some of the merch I just unpacked here. Some new beautiful t-shirts. As Martin said, there's cool stories about them all. Oh, we got some piano soloing here from Martin. So check them out on the websites if you want to read the story about them and all the power-ups you actually get when wearing these t-shirts. And a big news is also that we have a newsletter now. We felt that when we did the last break, we didn't have a real information outlet or information source. So we thought of, let's have a newsletter. When we have something important or new to talk about, you will receive an email with all the updates that you need. So if you want to be a part of that, just go to wintergatan.net and subscribe to the newsletter. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
Yay!
Nice.
Thank you everyone for being here with us the first day. I can't wait to start tomorrow all over again and keep on building something that will actually work in the end.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the great suggestions. Hannes, 3000.
Thank you, Martin. See you in the next one. Take care, everyone.
Take care. Have a nice evening.